So my early works were sort of black and white, medium format, very much these desolate landscapes that had been either the sort of remains of sort of failed industrial attempts or farming or raised townships and resettlement camps. They lacked a kind of drama, and they lacked a certain kind of immediacy that I think characterized so much of the work in South Africa at the time. And I moved quite early on, in sort of mid-1980s, into working with montage. And so making these photo montages from my own photographs. So photographs that I'd taken of these landscapes in the townships, and collaged into a way that I felt was much more expressive of my response to the time, this crazy world gone mad. And this is during the states of emergency in the mid-1980s. And for the next, I don't know, sort of 15, 20 years, I worked in various modes, whether it was plastic cameras, toy cameras, and very much focused on interrogating the medium and manner of exposure as much as whatever I was photographing. So it was really, my interest was twofold. My interest was in a particular understanding of the world through landscape and violence. But I'm also interested in questions of representation and what photographs mean and the interests they serve. So that's kind of it, until I suppose when I started working in Angola, which was sort of 2007. And I think because I was in someone else's country and a place that's not mine and a place that I wasn't hugely familiar with, it felt very important that I shoot straight. More recently, I've been looking at single images and how that kind of juxtaposition between two images activates something that's quite different from the kind of slow accrual that you would have of an extended photographic essay. And so the show is a little bit like that. It's taking bits and pieces from various bodies of work and putting them together and trying to draw a narrative that has a kind of cohesive quality, but it might at times sort of, be with, images that are from very different places in very different times, and to look at how the relationships can shift and how they can activate each other differently.